everyone, today is going to be an exciting video. Tom Moran and I have decided to do a collaboration featuring the Grammostola pulchra, or Grammostola quirogai. This popular New World species comes to us from the tropical parts of South America. Since Grammostola quirogai are a New World species, they do possess mildly irritating urticating hairs that they can kick off their abdomen when distressed. Now, I purchased Flair, my Grammostola quirogai, from a great place called Fear Not Tarantulas. I ordered him in one of his sling starter kit enclosures, and I housed him in there until his first molt. If you have not seen the video of me sexing Flair's molt, please go check it out. I'll have the link in my description below. I currently house Flair in a Great Choice small critter tote. Of course, when I bought this product, it was still called Great Choice. Now the brand is called Thrive. Next, I am going to show you a quick rehousing clip of him. For substrate, I use the Eco Earth brick by ZoomEd. Mine prefers to be kept dry at the top, moist at the bottom, and I always provide a water dish. When it's time to eat, I give Flair 1 to 2 feeders of choice every 1 to 2 weeks. I hope all you guys really enjoyed my part of the collab. Now let's pass you over to the star of the hour, Tom Moran.
Hello all, Tom Moran here from Tom's Big Spiders. A huge thank you to California's Critters for letting me pop by on her channel, especially to talk about such a cool species like Grammostola pulchra or Grammostola quirogai. The reason why there's 2 different names is it is now commonly believed that the black species of tarantula that was originally being sold as the Brazilian pulchra is now actually the Uruguayan quirogai, and I have one of both. So this one here I picked up, I think Billy bought it for me on my birthday about 7 years ago. We got it as a little sling, and as you can see, he or she is showing off some of those beautiful black tones. This one's been a rather slow growing spider. Right now it's about 5 inches or so, maybe, yeah, around 5-inch mark. When I first got it as a sling, it was in the 16-ounce deli cup. It took a little while to graduate up till we put it in something that was about 2 quarts, and at that point it started burrowing more. And this is one of those species that seems that some burrow, some don't. Mine did go through a burrowing period from about 1.5 inches to maybe 3.5 inches or so. After that, we moved her into a small critter keeper. Again, she burrowed, and then we eventually put her into this one, which was a large critter keeper. And as you can see, no burrowing, although she did have the substrate. She has been doing a little bit of digging. Now, I kept them moist as slings, but as an adult, I let it dry out. I will moisten down part of the substrate, but she's never shown, or he's never shown, any preference for it. But these guys are super popular. One of the most, when I talk to people, this is one that people are most excited to get, and unfortunately you don't see them around as often as we would probably like. They've often been referred to as the black labs of tarantulas, being compared obviously to the lovable black Labrador retrievers that are out there because they're just big black teddy bears. Now over here is my little one, who's probably not going to like having the light on it, but now this one here is the one I got from Fear Not Tarantulas about 2.5 years ago. As you can see, very, very chubby. These guys do get very, very fat as slings. This one did burrow. When I got it, it was about 1.5 inches or so, or 1/2 inch or so, and it burrowed. And I will say there was one of the rare instances where it burrowed, covered itself up, molted, and didn't come back up to get roaches, even though it was quite thin and had, I believe, about 3 weeks had gone by since it had molted. So I did kind of open the top a little bit, leave pre-killed prey out there, and it immediately came up and devoured the pre-killed prey. So just something to think about. Sometimes when you get the slings, if you give them too much depth to burrow in, they don't feel the prey up top and they won't come up. But this is an amazing species. Mine have been very laid back overall. You can see the sling's a little inquisitive. This one here is tame as can be for the most part, although I do not handle, but wonderful spider, very popular spider, and I think for a lot of people it's just that gorgeous black. So there we go, Grammostola. This one here we will call pulchra because that's what it was sold at, but chances are it's probably a quirogai. This one here was definitely imported as quirogai, so this one should be correctly labeled. It really doesn't matter. Bottom line, people were looking for large, black, fairly laid-back spiders. What they got is large, laid-back black spiders. The only thing that really changes is the name. So a couple things about them, they make almost all beginner lists because they usually are very docile tarantulas. They're easy to care for, and quite frankly, with that jet black appearance, they are stunning. So they are very sought after by those new in the hobby and by those of us who've been around for a while because again, they are lookers. So anyone looking for a tarantula that's not only beautiful but very easy to care for and quite frankly, very laid back, you're hard pressed to find a species that's better than Grammostola pulchra or Grammostola Quirogai. Again, thanks so much for California's Critters for having me on, and let's pass you back to her.
Thanks, Tom. I personally love looking at your big and gentle spiders. Of course, there is always one in the group. Flair here seems to be going through his terrible twos right now. I would like to say thanks to Tom Moran for joining me in this collaboration. If you haven't checked out his channel already, go check him out, or maybe even subscribe. I'll have his links down in the description.